What up to my big gang? Y'all know it's Big B and not the little one. So welcome back to the channel.
Money, I'm fucking hoes turned out right now. These niggas be mad at me, I'ma flex right now. Ride up on me, got a glass for it, got it hurt right now. These niggas ain't worried about it, ain't worried right now. Ring. Check out my bling. Yeah, I do my thing. Yeah, I pull that lane. Yeah, I'm double cut off mud. Molly got me geeked up.
Good, what's up? As y'all see from the title, man, I am about to give y'all a story time. I feel like I ain't done this in so long, and I'm feeling real good today, so I'm finna do it. This story time from the title is my hit and run I did. She wasn't in the car, but she was behind me. So boom, check it. It was a good day. You know what I'm saying? It was a good day. I was feeling good. We were feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I had bust up at her crib. And so boom, when I bust up at her crib, it was like we got to chilling, drinking a little bit. I think this was the time I was still smoking or whatever. So I'm high, I'm a little drunk, and you know, we did the do. But after we did the do, we fell asleep. So we all know from being drunk or under the influence, or even just that when you wake up from a nap and you immediately get up, like I think I had to go meet my mama somewhere. Oh yeah, my mama had left her keys at work, and so she was already at the crib. And so I think I had to go let her in her house because I have one of her house keys. You know what I'm saying? It was something like that. It was something about my mama. I had to go do something for my mama, meet my mama somewhere. And I think she had to go make an errand or do something. We both had something to do. And from us doing the do and being under the influence, well, I was really under the influence. It was more so me. And taking that nap, I mean, I woke up sober. But y'all know from when you drunk a little bit, I wasn't even drunk, I was just tipsy and high as fuck. But we all know from when you fall asleep like that and you immediately just get up, like I opened my eyes and I just got up and I put my clothes on and we left out the door. And so it's the street out of her old house. I was in front and she was behind me, right? And so I kid you not, I looked, my record was clean. At this point, I only had one accident. You know, out of all the times I've been driving, I only had one accident at the point. And so I'm looking. I look both ways, you know what I'm saying? So, boom. I skirt out and make a right. And I guess the nigga was coming. He was going this way. And he was going towards my right, and I was turning left. He had to be flying because how his car got fucked up. My car barely got fucked up. Like, I think I had a little dent or something, but my car barely got fucked up. But his shit got fucked up. So to me, nigga, you had to been speeding or some shit. So boom, I'm pulling out. I pulls out, I hit him. And so in my mind, I'm like, bitch, I got stuff in the car. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I don't know. Something just said, pull off. And so the thing about it was, I had paused for a second because I really didn't want to pull off on bruh. So I paused for a second. And I think the old me kicked in and just said, take off. And so I take off. I mean, I'm speeding, y'all. And y'all, this is not nothing new to me. We all had our rough days back in the day. I mean, I ain't never caused no big accident or nothing, but I've said it before. I may have tapped you on the back of your ass in a car or something. I'ma pull off. I didn't hurt my car. I know damn well I ain't hurt your car. We ain't finna call 12 for that shit. So yeah, I done pulled off on a couple motherfuckers before. Back when I had to be 17, 18, y'all. Because I know how y'all like to tussle and get to talking y'all shit in the comments. This was a long time ago. And so, boom. My car was on E. I'm talking about even if I wanted to take off. Because I could have took off. I'm a GTA type of nigga. I know how to drive for real. I know how to get rid of people. I know how to get rid of 12. I know, like, no count. I know how to drive, bro. And so that was my intentions. And so my car sound for the gas like going off. It's how I look. I'm like, oh shit, my car on E. And so I wasn't gonna make it nowhere. So to him, it may have seemed like I was still running away from him. I know it might have looked like that because I was still pushing that gas, but it was her long ass street had a little traffic. And so even if I wanted to, it just was nowhere getting out of that bitch, man. My car was, when I tell you my car was on E, like, I couldn't go find out. And so she calling my phone. She was like, Brittany, like, what the fuck? I said, bitch, I don't know. Like, I know we just woke up, but I did not see, bro. Like, I know for a fact I look both fucking ways. Like, I know I look both fucking ways. So I'm on the car. She like, oh, I skipped some part. When I had skirted off, that's when she called me. Because the way bruh car hit, I thought he spent or something. But she called me. Soon as we hit each other and I take off, she called me and like, bruh, bitch, he behind you. Like, he turning his ass on. Like, he turning his ass around. He behind me. So before I even decided to not, like, before I even realized my car was on E, I'm on the phone with her like, get in front of that nigga. Go slow, go slow, go slow. Like, I'm telling her to go slow. Like, don't let that nigga get in front of you because she's still behind me. But he behind her now. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't clicked in because at this point, it ain't clicked in to me. Like, these days have been over with. So it ain't even come to my acknowledgement that I was supposed to tell her to, like, keep him behind you, but don't leave a big gap in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't tell her that because, like I told you, my intentions was not to pull off on this man like that. It just happened. I don't know if I got scared. I don't know what the fuck happened, but something said go and I went, man. Like, I went. And so, boom. We on the phone, so I'm like, tell him. I'm on the phone like, don't let him get in front of you. Don't let him get in front of you. So she called me like, bitch, he is speeding. He trying to get behind her. Get in front of her. It was a car behind her. And that was him. So he was 2 cars behind her. So she could see him skirting in the other lane trying to get past that car in front of him. And so she was like, bitch, he done got in front of that car. So now he behind me. So that's when I had proceeded to tell her, like, bitch, don't let this man get in front of you. Do not let this man get in front of you, bro. So for a little minute, like I told y'all, I kid y'all not, I'm not being dramatic. Her fucking old house street was so fucking long, bro. Like, I thought this was a never-ending ass chase or some shit. Like, her shit was so fucking long, so boom. And so I don't know what happened. Oh, by her leaving that gap, that big ass gap, by me telling her to go slow and we leaving that big old gap between my car and her car, he was instantly able to get behind me. And so at that point, once he got behind me, I just said, fuck it. You got my tag, you know my car. It's over with. Ain't no point in me to keep fucking going because he gonna call 12 like it was a hit and run. I lost it, but I got a tag. I ain't want none of that. So shit, I played it cool. So boom, I finally make it to the gas station. Like, it's like as soon as you come off the street, it's the gas station right there by her old house. So I pull in the gas station. I literally pull up at a pump. You know what I'm saying? I pull up smooth as hell. Like, I played it off, so like, I know I hit you, but the only reason why I kept going because my tank was on E. You know what I'm saying? I said something like that. And so this dramatic ass old white man, he sees I had pulled into the gas station. You know how the pumps be by each other, y'all? It was like my car is like these pumps in that space right there to where you can drive and pull up to those pumps, and then there's the other pump. Bitch, he drives. It was a car on the other side of the pump, and it was me where I pulled up into the pump. So he drives through this little ass. He made it though. His car wasn't that big. He drive through and like parked his car, like turned his car to where it was blocking me from the front. I'm like, I got out the car, like, he was like, you just gonna do that? I said, sir, I just had to come to the gas station. Like, I was not trying to run off on you. Like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. My gas was on fucking E. And I told him I had just got bad news. That's what I said. I said, man, I ain't even mean to hit you, bro. Like, you know, I'm a good actor, y'all. Like, I can act. So I got out the car, like in disbelief. I said, bro, I'm so fucking sorry. I did not mean to hit you, but I just got some fucking bad news. So my mind was all over the place. I thought I looked both ways. You came out of nowhere to me, like, and so he understood. And I'm like, sir, I promise you, I was not meaning to run off on you. Like, I figured you would follow me. I don't know what I thought, but I had to get to the gas station. I said something like that to make him, like, he believed me though. Like, he believed me and everything. So I said, sir, like, I'm not going nowhere. You can call the cops. I gave him my insurance stuff. I gave him everything. Like, I just told him, like, listen here, bro, it wasn't even no shit like that, man. Like, my mind was somewhere else. And so boom, we called 12, bro. I was so fucking mad because how 12 is, it was like the district number we called, it was a different district. So we had to wait on another district to come. So we was out there for about an hour just fucking waiting. And so goddamn, we just talking and shit. Like, we literally just talking. He was like, I'm not going. So boom, we just like I said, all that was kind of over with. We get to talking and he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell the cop that you drove off on me. I'm just gonna tell him this where the accident was. And we just decided, being that it was a busy street and school was getting out, we just decided to come to the gas station. I said, for real, like, I'm over here like, bro, you ain't even gotta do that, bro. Like, you know. She said, nah, like, accidents happens. I definitely understand you, blah blah blah, whoop the whoop. And so his wife pulls up, and so his wife hugs me. I'm like, bitch, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, we ain't even that cool like that. Like, they ended up being like some cool ass people, you know what I'm saying? So when when 12 came, 12 was cool. He told him, yeah, it was a little wreck. We came here, blah blah blah, woo the woo. We took each other numbers and exchanged stuff that we was supposed to exchange, and we went on about our way. But before we left, him and his wife was like, hey baby, can I pray with you? I said, I said, of course, I ain't gonna turn down no prayer. And so we prayed and we gone about our fucking day. That shit was so fucking crazy, y'all, because it's just a simple fact, like, no count, if I really wanted to run off on bro, I could have. But at that time, I was fresh on this journey I'm on now. I ain't want no karma coming back on me. I've been doing good. I wasn't doing people wrong. I've been to myself. I've been paying all my dues. I done paid my debts to karma. I ain't want nan bit of karma coming to me. So I was like, I'm not even gonna do it like that, bro. And that's when I realized, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to, because I ran out of gas. But yeah, that was my hit and run story. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy, bro. Cause I kid y'all not, bro, like, that car came out of nowhere. Like, it came out of no fucking word. Nobody car had to get totaled or nothing like that. Like, we both was able to drive off or whatever. But it was just crazy how we all know that feeling of just waking up and, like, just imagine you get an emergency phone call and you fresh out the bed. You know how you jump up and you still kind of sleepy and drowsy. That what was going on, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and I thought it was gonna ride for me. That was crazy. And she literally like was slowing down in that car, but it didn't dawn on me, like, yeah, you were supposed to hold him from behind me, but it was too much space in front of you, and so it was easy access for bruh to goddamn get over and get in front of her and get behind me. But we laughed at that shit, bro. Like, nobody was hurt. It was like a what's this called? Mario go-karts. Like, that's how we said, don't. And then just imagine somebody in front of you. Like, literally, the person that's in the car in front of you, and you see them get into a wreck. I could just only imagine, like, I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do. I would have freaked out, but we laughed at that shit later on. yeah, I didn't, nothing really happened to my car nothing really happened to my car. Like I said, I had like a little dent. It wasn't too major. It had got fixed and shit. But, yeah, that shit was funny. But, it was just a quick little story time, man. Y'all been asking for, y'all been in my DMs asking for all type of different content. So I'm like, hey, I got plenty of stories I can tell. So they coming, y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed this story time, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Y'all already know what to do at the end of the video. If you ain't done it, like, comment, and subscribe, and tell somebody to come kick it with Big B. Out.
Fuck a whole turned out right now. These niggas be mad at me, I'ma flex right now. Ride up on me, got a glass for it, got it up right now. These niggas ain't worried about it, ain't worried right now. Ring. Check out my blame. Yeah, I do my thing. Yeah, I pull that lane. Yeah, I'm double cut off mud. Molly got me geeked up.